Yo, what is up, everybody? We are here with our final round one match with between What the Hell's Happened and MasterAleks. The final match of the top 32, heading on into the top 16. We've got What the Hell's Happened on the left and MasterAleks on the right, and we're gonna have an insane matchup. These two are very, very star-studded runners. They've got tons of achievements between the two of them. They've been running this for a very, very long time, and honestly, I'm just excited. SGL's been insane. So many matchups, so many, honestly, tons of upsets been going on, and tons of not so upsets, and everything's just been just kind of fun to watch. These two, get ready because we're watching pretty much two Goliaths go against each other, and I hope you're just excited as I am to watch this here today. So we do have a light medallion start and nothing else. So there's no pre-completed dungeon. It does happen. It is a 1 in 9 chance, so an 11% chance there that it does happen, that you have no pre-completed dungeon, and it looks like we have a Saria's song start. So at least we get another song. That being said, let's see here. All right, let's see. We do have our runner starting, and Lake Hylia, Fire Temple, Zor's Domain, and Goron City. Those are our foolishes. All right, let's see here. So we have Lake, Fire, Domain, and Goron City as our foolishes. Very nice foolishes, honestly. No Fire Temple. Well, I mean, with no pre-completed dungeon, if you see a foolish, Fire Temple is kind of the one you want to see there. So Goron City is also kind of a huge one. That's both adult and child checks. Checks that pop up early on. We've seen Goron City hurt people before. Lake Hylia not having the Serenade is actually like really nice to see no Lake Hylia, but if you gotta do Water Temple, then also not having Serenade's not gonna be the greatest, but alright, so both our runners are actually making different ways around Kakariko here. We're gonna get a 20 skulls is a strength upgrade, and 30 is dead. Okay, so our runners are probably gonna be going for 20. Let's be honest here. That strength upgrade is always going to be so cryptic. Are you going to need that? And Burning Cack is Song of Storms. Awesome. Okay, so Burning Cack is, alright, that's, hold on. Speaking of cryptic, alright? Burning Kakariko is our forest med, our fire med, and our water med. And in these settings, that's our all dungeons. Wow. Okay, so there's a possibility that we're also gonna have a 20 skull all dungeon seed. Alright, that's amazing. Alright, so Song of Time on the Song of Storms check here in the windmill. Alright, let's see. MasterAleks, first one in the graveyard. A stick upgrade? Honestly, a stick upgrade's pretty good. Stick upgrade is pretty good for, especially if you're going to be having a long one. Alright, so nothing in the shield grave. Now we got What the Hell's heading on over into the graveyard as well. Excuse me. So, when we have just a light medallion start, what do we mean here? So, normally in these settings, you start with 2 dungeon rewards. The light medallion, which is always going to be your pre-completed dungeon, and one of the other rewards. Well, we only got one reward here. We only got Light Medallion. That means that the free reward, other than the Light Medallion, rolled into the light medallion, which is an 11% chance. It happens 11% of the time, which means you are not going to have a pre-completed dungeon. The only way you're going to skip a dungeon in any form is if you've got that foolish dungeon, which is Fire Temple. Now, with Song of Storms on the Burning Kakariko song, that is our AD for this win condition. So, our win condition is our Spirit and Shadow Medallion, along with the 3 stones. You got the Kokiri Stone, you got the Goron Ruby, you got the Zora Sapphire. That's our win condition there. So Burning Kakariko, which is our Forest Medallion, our Fire Medallion, and our Water Medallion, that cutscene that gives you that song is locked behind doing all dungeons. Alright, so this route kind of favored MasterAleks here. Now, it would favor him more if we got some sort of bomb bag or some sort of way to, you know, some sort of explosive or even a strength to go into DC, maybe. It's a good route if you do get that. But not getting anything here in the first adult segment. No major items. We've only got Song of Time from the windmill there. You know, you're not. It actually loses time, as you can see, from What the Hell's perspective. Already completing everything that MasterAleks has done, and back to Child. If we get a bottom of the well path, it's pretty much AD. Exactly. Unless somehow it's a bait path for like a wallet or something like that. Something that we don't really need, or at least these runners won't need. Then we're probably going to need that Song of Storms. Song of Storms is a lot of checks. You've got 3 one-off checks in Song of Storms. That being the Frogs in the Storm. That being the 2 Storms Grottos. And then you've got Bottom of the Well, which is like 11 checks, something like that. Alright, so What the Hell is actually going to be grabbing the skull here. I kind of like this. It's really good early information, getting that extra stone, especially in these settings for SGL. Whenever you get those 4 foolishes in the beginning, the Valley is dead. See, that's great information. Because if he was thinking of doing a Gerudo Valley opener as Child, now he's thinking otherwise. So Alex taking a peek over there. And looks like he wants to go back. Does he want to go to Zora's River? I'm a little curious why he's walking all the way back. It does kind of look like he wants to go Zora's River, which is good. There's technically 1 Sphere 0 check. And when I say Sphere 0, I really just mean a check that you could do right off the bat that the game expects you to be able to do without any items. And there are 2 other checks in Zora's River that are not Sphere 0. They're either hover boots locked, or they are scale locked or bomb locked, just to get there as Child. Magic on the Child shooting. Yeah, sorry, Nath. Rip Valley Lake. Ethereum, one of the Valley Laker girls. So, I actually don't mind this. I'm kind of keen to the Zora's River early play that MasterAleks is doing. Mainly because you get 3... What item is that? Okay, it's just a blue page. You get 3 hints. 3 hints can be huge, especially in these settings. You start off with 4 foolishes, as usual, which is nice. But you don't really start with any, like, hints or path hints. Yo, what is up, Drew?
Hey, what's up?
How you doing, man?
Good. I'm hopping in to fill in for comms.
Awesome, I appreciate it.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time.
And this is the Sphere 0 check right here. This is Bo in Zora's River. Actually, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's really nice. Especially if there's no other bow out there. That could take a while for What the Hell's to venture up the river there, especially with no scale or bomb bag yet.
Frog in the Woods is dead. The like in Shadow, or I'm sorry, the like in Shadow Trial and Ganon's Castle is also hinted dead. Yeah, getting that bow after doing Kakariko kind of feels a little bit bad, but I mean it's fine.
Oh.
Okay. Never mind. It doesn't feel bad at all.
So not only is that good because it's a hook shot, but that 20 strength is definitely going to... I mean, the hook shot's definitely going to help you gather some skulls along the way in this seed. So getting that early is really nice if you're thinking of pushing for that 20 strength.
And Death Mountain Trail to Bongo. Yeah, that... I mean, the hook shot's out of logic, but who cares?
Yeah.
It's a hook shot. And a bow. You are already a strength away from being able to do Forest Temple. So, yeah, that feels really good. I did not see what Hell's got from the opponent song here. Was it just a dead check?
I also was not watching this.
A bloopy. Okay, so the song in Lon Lon Ranch is dead. Wonderful.
But there is a claim check here, and with that, DMT path to Bongo could be required if Big Goron is otherwise unhinted.
Oh yeah, I didn't put that together right away. Yeah, so that claim check, you just turn it into the Big Goron. It's not hinted in these settings because it's just a claim check. So you just need the item to go check what it is. No, Big Goron is not an always hint in this district. Honestly, I don't even think it's a sometimes.
It does pop up as a sometimes, I believe. But yeah, because of the lack of investment, you're literally just turning in the item. It's not an always hint.
Okay, MasterAleks is just getting paid out for his current route. A boomerang?
Yeah, so his skull collection is going to be very easy. But also, that boomerang will be required later to beat Jabu Jabu's belly. I'm not sure if you already covered the differences between SGL and normal settings in terms of the win condition and stuff.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, for anybody who doesn't know, we will have to complete all of the stone dungeons as well as the spirit and shadow med dungeons. So Jabu is required in the seed. That boomerang is definitely hard required.
Okay, so there's the hover boots. That puts our hookshot into logic.
Yep. Yeah, it does.
So we do have to do our stone dungeons are DC, water, Jabu, and our shadow medallion and spirit medallion are Deku and shadow. So those are the dungeons we need to complete. No forest, unless it is AD. And that's
honestly, getting the child dungeons is always super nice, because generally the requirements are pretty low for them. And then you just have, water and shadow.
Water is, I mean, everybody knows water. You're gonna need long shot, guaranteed. You're gonna need, possibly iron boots, possibly bow, possibly a fire source and magic. Strength, possibly. There's so many possibles when it comes to water.
And the fact that there's so many possibles and generally most of them aren't actually required or hard required, just logically, you end up just kind of getting wasteful path hints.
But we did get the path hint right outside, right in Kokiri Forest, that Lost Woods is King Dodongo and Skull Kid has our bomb bag, so I mean, that's good.
Yeah,
You could just do DC. You could go through and I mean, both of these runners could go into the Bolero or go into Death Mountain Crater and get our Bolero song.
yeah, which could be really nice. We still don't have ZL, so it's out there sitting somewhere.
Yeah, unfortunately, ZL will not be an ice cavern. Sorry, guys.
Not in these settings. You'll have to go to Scrubs for that.
So that was also a bottle of milk on the scrub under the bridge. I mean, if you really wanted to rush ice, I guess Hells could.
Yeah.
But it's probably not going to happen, let's be honest here.
It's also another means to get some relatively slow Skulltulas, but if you're really thinking about that strength, which I would imagine like Alex might be at this point. Although, I guess with the dungeons, you don't really need strength. It's kind of a weird spot with Spirit as Forest Med, because it's not like 100% required at this point. There's no real way to tell, but it's pretty important. Like, songs in general are pretty important, and Forest Med unlocks one by itself.
Yeah. I mean, that's one reason why I kind of like these settings where it's like AD is more than just one song, but it's also like AD is more than one song, so it's more than likely.
Yeah, the odds of you having to do your Forest Med dungeon, I think, are pretty high generally.
I mean, that being Spirit alone.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to complete Shadow, meaning we are looking for that Nocturne, and Nocturne could be on either AD or behind Spirit, which could require that 20 skull strength. Yeah. So it's like, at first you're looking at the dungeon layout and you're like, okay, this ain't too bad. And then you really start thinking about the logistics of it, and then you're like, all right, we're probably going to be here for about 2.5 hours instead of sub 2.
Yeah, especially when you've done like all but one of your free songs at the start of the seed, and you have no ZL, no Nocturne, and both of them are hard required.
Oh, I can't wait for a Spirit locking ZL. Actually, yeah, I can wait for that. Please don't let that happen. I think the worst part about that is double dipping Spirit just for the CL checks.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's one thing off the list of things that we need for Shadow. And the hover boots are another. So like the candidates for items to be in Trail are starting to get a little low. Like we have Magic, we have Hovers, we have Nocturne. It's basically just kind of down to Dins at this point. With the hookshot as well, of course.
Holy crap, you're right.
And DC to Morpha. Pretty nice. Okay. We're probably going to go there relatively soon. In fact, probably right now.
Honestly, the only thing that kind of scares me at this moment is Longshot and Rudos. I guess Kokiri Sword too. Those are like the three that you don't want to see behind Storms right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you go to like one of these path locations for a dungeon that you don't have everything for, and you just see like a hammer, you're kind of sweating a little bit, or like a mirror shield or something along those lines.
Sacred Forest, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean it was Nocturne. That is a little bit required for Bongo. Thank you, Seed.
So, I mean, Hells is going to be the first one into DC. It's packed to Morpha, so we're probably going to be looking at either the long shot, or at least what we know to be the long shot, or Irons, potentially. Could be another strength in there. You never know.
Yeah, I would say with the items that we've seen so far, 20 is, like, absolutely in logic. So at least like if it's a strength, like it's for something that requires more than one strength.
Yeah.
But there's always like tunics out there and wallets, all that good stuff that we like to see.
I can't wait for the trail item to be just Goron tunic. And then the DC item just be Zora tunic. We know it's a possibility, but please don't do that to us.
Yeah, no. We don't want to see that. No funny business today. We just want a nice, clean seed. Maybe a little funny business. I don't know.
No shot that happens. Okay, so 4 skulls already for Hells. 16 to go. I mean, early game, if you just start picking off those pretty quick and easy skulls as you go, you'll realize once you start needing that strength, if you need that strength, you're already at like 10 skulls, and you're like, oh, okay. This is a lot easier than you thought.
Yeah, I think when something's on 20, like it's a pretty safe bet to just farm up to 10 at least and do that check. And then, yeah, later down the road, if you need another 10, can't be too bad to grab at that point. Like, that 20 isn't terrible unless you're doing it with, like, 0 items.
Yeah, it's really not that bad. In these settings, we turned off 40 and 50 skulls, so we don't have to have those, dare I say, slogs.
Yeah.
But you do get 20 and 30 hinted, as we saw in the skull house, so it's really convenient. And there's
our other hook, so it's pretty straightforward path there.
Realistically, Hells really just needs to go to Zor's River and then wherever the iron boots are. Yeah, DC's great also because you're gonna get bombs typically in a seed pretty early on. It's a decent amount of checks. It's a required dungeon and a hinted dungeon. Even if DC wasn't required, you typically see it after an early bomb bag, just because of the early spheres and the potential for new items.
Yeah, especially in What the Hell's position, where like you literally have like a bomb bag, hover boots, and nothing else. It's kind of like the only play if it weren't required, but since it is, it's kind of just a no-brainer.
I just kind of thought of something that would be nasty, and I'm really sad that I thought about it. Trail has very few checks.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too.
One of them is Storms Locked. And What the Hell's... Honestly, both runners are able to check all trail checks. No. You still need ZL.
Yeah. You'd have to imagine it's just probably sitting in Crater, hopefully.
Well, it could be Crater, it could be... Oh, gosh.
Like, it could be from Crossing, which is pretty bad. We do have the Magic and Hover Boots. Like, we'd just be missing Epona's Song, which could also just be in the Crater. It's not likely to be behind Spirit, just because of, like, the ZL requirements in Spirit, but I've seen it many times, so I won't say it's impossible.
Yeah.
But I have high hopes it's just going to be sitting in the Crater.
Honestly, I would be okay if it's Requiem in the Crater and then ZL in Desert Colossus. That way you don't have to cross for that song.
Alex doing a cool little thing here that I never see, which is just reading the hints before going up for the song, since he's just going to warp out from here anyway. Never thought about it, but it's definitely faster.
Is it really?
I would think so. Faster than like walking all the way down past the scrubs and stuff. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, a strength. A free one.
Okay. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll definitely help us in water down the line. And logically, it is a little bit important for like Shadow and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, our 2 adult dungeons being Water and Shadow, they have ways to bypass the strength requirement, except Water. There's one specific check that you just cannot bypass the strength requirement, and that's the push block behind the eye switch in the middle floor. And I've forgotten about that many times. And went to go grab the push block and realized I couldn't do it.
Yeah,
oh,
I've been there.
Another bow on Bombchu Bowling there.
Okay. So that's another bow that What the Hell's missed out on, unfortunately. He's still sitting on 0 bow. But there is a third one out there, so maybe he can pull one for himself. Now we're finally going to go up and check out some of these other trail checks. Check out the craters, see what song we've got.
Yeah, there's 3 trail checks left. One of them is bomb locked, which Hellas is about to come up on. And this is kind of where we want to see our Din's Fire, potentially. And then there's the Trail Ferry, which still requires ZL. We do have a big boy.
Okay,
look at that.
That's straight up. Nice. Very good. Okay, so now we check the crater song, check SFM, pray for ZL. If you get ZL, you're just going straight into the Shadow Temple.
Goron City being foolish as well.
Yeah, still gonna check for choose. If he ends up finding ZL and going into Shadow, he does not have a bomb. Or does not have a bow, sorry. So, being able to find choose here would be really nice. I think he really wants the hint, though. That's what it looks like.
I think he just kind of forgot that Goron City is foolish, which happens. Like, you don't get a Goron City is foolish every day, and this is just kind of muscle memory at this point.
Yeah, that's also totally fair. I chose to give What the Hell's a little credit, but Mirror Shield on CAC Archery there. With the Forest Med Spirit could be pretty important, but we'll just have to see. I mean, it's Forest Med Spirit plus Storms on AD. Like, it's pretty good odds that it's somewhat important, but
yeah, I mean, Hells is going to be able to tell for us soon if we need to complete that spirit specifically for ZL.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's the case, then MasterAleks is really only a 20 skulls away from being able to do spirit.
Yeah, that is true.
And with that long shot, we already having the knowledge of the long shot, and MasterAleks is gonna have it. Oh gosh, there's Serenade.
I mean, it'll be good later in the seed when you go to beat water, but right now that doesn't really do anything for us, fortunately.
Yeah, with the Lake Hylia Foolish, that's good. Didn't feel the greatest, but now we're going to be kind of sweating bullets. We've got 2 more locations where ZL could be right now. And we do have Longshot available. So crossing with that magic and Longshot is in logic.
Yeah. Which is, like, it's a little scary from What the Hell's position, because, like, the lack of the long shot on his side, he won't really know if you can get over there or not. It might lead him into some pretty, like, time costly places like Forest Temple or something like that.
So there's another bomb bag, which is good for Hells if we do get ZL in SFM. But
oh, that was Requiem on AD, or on all stones rather.
Uh-oh. Okay, so Requiem is behind Water, DC, and Jabu. That's okay. That's not that bad.
Yeah. It kind of like cuts down on the odds that Spirit is required for anything in this seed, especially considering like we have all of the shadow items already. But it's still definitely possible.
Okay. Man, this seed is actually being kind of nice.
Yeah, I would say it's a really generous seed. I'm not gonna use the J word because I don't want to curse things here, but it's looking pretty nice.
Please don't curse it.
Things are going okay.
Oh wow. Okay, so this is pretty pro gamer stretch right here. The Mito skip.
Yeah, you don't see it very often.
I mean, if you're not gonna get Minuet here, which actually you do not want to see Minuet here at all, but if you're not gonna get Minuet here, you may have to come back and do Forest if AD is a thing. So playing Saria's song is actually pretty smart. We do know that inside the Royal Tomb is Sun Song, so it's just vanilla. Doesn't really help us out with anything. We know that getting Sun Song is... there's nothing for us because the Sun Song grave is hinted to be dead.
Hey.
That's good. Okay. Well, honestly, you only want to see 2 more items and you could get hints for those items. You want to see Rudo's Letter and... Rudo's Letter and Kokiri's Sword now.
Yeah, unfortunately, what the hell's without shoes or a bow, is looking at just dipping into this forest temple here, probably hoping to find one of the 2 so he can complete Shadow without any worries. I think it might be... I don't know. I was thinking it might be like a better idea to just do Shadow and drop Furores there, but like if the thing you're looking for is just here in forest, you'd have to walk all the way back, and then it's kind of a pain. So maybe dipping here is the correct choice in this scenario. I mean, it's not like the correct choice, but like when looking at the odds from his position.
Yeah, I don't mind this at all. You're already here. You're going to be grabbing those skulls for that potential strength. This is definitely a play towards the potential AD.
Knowing what the hell's like, he's just gonna pull something like Iron Boots out of here for no reason.
Or just both scales sitting in here. Yeah, I've been thinking about this a lot recently, but honestly, doing the courtyard in Forest is obviously like the best part of Forest. It's the second half of Forest that really takes the longest. There's not that many checks in it. It's just kind of like, okay, you're doing a dungeon.
Yeah, especially with like hover boots and free scarecrow in this in these settings. Like if you're capable of doing the 3-key forest setup to get to the checkerboard room, it's almost like guaranteed to not be a key because only the boss key could be there. So it's like almost an item 100% of the time.
You know, about a year ago today, I didn't really see that many 3-key forests. And I think that's also because you didn't really see that many free scarecrow type of settings. But now, like, you see 3-key forest happen a lot.
Yeah. I still remember, actually, there was a race. It was like 3 years ago. It was like myself versus Keizo. And I think we had a forest way of the hero, but it was like an unrequired forest. I just dipped in, did the 3-key setup, pulled long shot, and left. That's pretty crap. But yeah, like 3-key forest is pretty old. It's just only recently that we really see it with, like you said, the free scarecrow stuff.
Sorry about that, I'm back.
No worries. So nothing here from Forest so far. Alex missing Link the Goron there with the Bomb Flower, unfortunately, but gonna be able to pick up a hint with the time he has to spend here. This is gonna reset Link the Goron's position to make getting into the crater a little bit quicker, but also getting a hint out of it.
Yeah, it looks like we're not getting the 3-key, but that's also 10 skulls for what the hells.
Yeah, it's a pretty good spot to be. Like we said, if you ever need the 20, it's pretty easy to get. He hasn't touched Child Cac at night yet. It's just a free 5 sitting there. And we do have a big chest in the well.
I swear, if you call the iron boots. Okay.
I mean, those could be important. Maybe it pushes them towards ice at some point in the seed, and we know there's like a bow and long shot up there, so.
Maybe, well, yeah. I was gonna say maybe we have a paradox letter, but
Yeah.
Zor's domain is dead.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So yeah, this makes sense. I think he's gonna do what you kind of recommended here. Go in the shadow, and if you don't find a bow or bomb shoes, then you just drop the Brewer's Wind down and come back at a later time.
Yep, definitely a very reasonable play. I mean, like, as far as things out there to get us through Shadow, from his perspective, there's 3 bows, 5 chew packs, and a long shot. Like, the odds of something being here are pretty high. But of course, we know that we've already seen the long shot and 2 of the bows, so.
He just needs to go river, honestly. Like, if he decides that, okay, ice is probably a good play, for some reason, then he actually would get paid out there.
See if Alex checks this top of crater hint. I know he loves this hint, so. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Not that I remember it being anything important, I don't know. I like to demonstrate that I know this guy. Oh yeah, it was all Stones' Requiem. That can be pretty important info.
Okay, so we have 2 path ins. We have Trail to Bongo. We have 3 path ins. We have Trail to Bongo, SFM to Bongo, and we have Lost Woods to King to Dongo.
We also have PC to Morph, so...
Oh, snap. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so with the double Bongo hints, I would imagine... I don't know. But there's definitely gonna be a Jabu hint. Like, there 100% has to be a Jabu hint.
Which, I mean, if it's just a market to Jabu, or market to Baronade, then that's good for Hells, not having that, that boomerang on Richard. But I kind of want to see the Rudo's letter be hinted here.
But it kind of does make me think why we didn't see a Deku hint.
Oh, true. I guess maybe it wanted to hint one of the items that's already currently hinted?
Yeah, which means, like, it's possible that Kokiri's sword is just sitting here in shadow behind the dins. That's probably what I would expect.
Yeah, basically in this, you just do progression until I guess you're out, and then start hunting the checks with the items that you've already gotten that are hinted.
Mm-hmm.
Which at this point could be long shot, could be dins, it could be anything bomb locked. Which now that you think of it, is quite a lot.
Yeah. I guess, yeah, like, you would be specifically looking towards the things that were hinted for stones, and not for shadow, probably.
Yeah, you're right.
But also for, like, the same reasoning, I suppose, like, you know that you're not going to find a long shot in here, you're not going to find a letter in here. Like, it would basically be the Kokiri sword and light arrows, and then, like, nothing else.
So it looks like MasterAleks wants to do the same thing and get a couple of quick skulls, as well as maybe clear out the beginning of forest. I'm not quite sure exactly how far he'll go.
Yeah, I think he might be thinking the same thing we were thinking, where, like, there's not really much that can be in shadow based on the hints. But it looks like he just intended to grab the first skull and chest, and will be following Hells into shadow.
Yeah, that's fair. And then I think after shadow, you want to start hunting for that Jabu hint.
Yeah, I could see it. With Serenade especially, I think Alex does like the back of Lake hints at least a little bit. It's 3 hints, they're like pretty quick, but Lake is foolish. It's not the greatest place to be, obviously. But you can chain it into something like Field, which has even more hints. It's pretty likely that you'll hit that Baronade hint.
Yeah. And already 12 skulls. See, this is what I'm talking about, where you just go for those easy skulls. Oopsie.
Happens to the best of us. What the hell is the best of us? So. It's just evidence right there. Oh.
Another big one.
Surely this one's important.
Oh boy.
Slingshot.
Well, at least Target in the Woods is hinted dead.
It's okay, Slingshot will be important when we have to do Child Spirit for K-Sword.
Why would you say that?
I don't know. Just felt like saying felt like being mean.
So very clean on the movement here. Never mind.
Meanwhile, on a spike.
Alright, so the reason why Hells is dropping the Furor's Wind here, this is a neat trick that you could do in these settings every single time because you're given Furor's Wind to begin with. This room right here is called the Shadow Pot Room. And you gotta drop a bomb into the pot to get the item out of it. It could be a key, could be an item that you need, could be boss key. But dropping the Furor's Wind actually allows you to skip killing all of the keys to open up the door, which saves you a little bit of time, especially not having a bow. It's a little faster with a bow.
Pretty nice little time save, so. You take whatever you can get, basically.
Awesome. Very clean room, which honestly you don't you kind of expect from these runners, but things can still happen. You could still accidentally hit one of those spikes.
Yeah. Yeah, once you hit one, it kind of just ruins the whole room.
Then you're stuck there, like me, rolling forward into the wind for the next minute.
So it's starting to look a little like Hells is not going to get bailed out here and find something to help him complete this Shadow Temple.
Which, I mean, the Furrow's Wind is still nice. You could still... I mean, you don't really have any warps directly to a dungeon to warp back here, other than Shadow itself. So, I mean, dropping the Furrow's Wind at the very end of Shadow is still okay.
Yep. Yeah, definitely still worth the dip. Like, you definitely play these odds.
Yep, and this is the only reason why we needed Lullaby for Shadow. This is why we were sweating a little bit, along with trying to figure out where that Nocturne song is. This is the only time you're going to need Zelda's Lullaby in this dungeon, but it is hard required, unless you're ZFG.
Yeah, anytime you have a required Shadow in these settings, you immediately know that Zelda's Lullaby and Nocturne are hard required. Like, there's no getting around it. In other settings, sometimes you can get around the Nocturne if there's some funny shenanigans, but yeah, not here.
No. So after this, if you're MasterAleks, right?
Mm-hmm.
You've got the long shot, you've got the boomerang, right? Hell still needs to get those items. But if you're Alex, he's able to complete Shadow. Where do you go next?
Honestly, I think I'm hin hunting on my way to GTG. I think that's probably a pretty logical play. Maybe you like farm up some skulls to get that strength 2 before you go over. I would probably just maybe just only go as far as GTG and just place Furores there and worry about the skulls later. And if you have to Furores back to GTG and then like continue on to Spirit, you can do it at that point. But I think like I would probably be digging into these remaining hint stones and just looking for something, looking for a path to Baronade specifically. That's what I would do. What would you do?
Not that, because I'm not as good. I would, I'd probably go Child for no reason and try and find something, I don't know.
Yeah, just goof around.
Honestly, I think I would push the 20 a little hard to before I get to GTG. I don't know, GTG, there's just so many potential checks, you know? You're looking for, like, 2 hard required items at this point, and that being Kokiri Sword and Rudos Letter for MasterAleks, and you're also looking for Iron Boots or both of the scales. So GTG is just the better play, because, I mean, it could just have both of the scales, and then you could go beat Water, potentially.
That's true. I think that's reasonable. Yeah.
Now, we do know that Hells is going to get Sun Song here. I think that's the only reason why he's pushing this, so it's easier to route those last bit of skulls.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because they had the hint for both the item and the song, right?
Yeah.
The dual hint. Yeah. But you get another song out of the Sun Song Grave, so... Looks like he'll be opting to go Child instead. Gonna check Dompe and grab some of those Cag skulls, I would imagine.
Yeah, that would put him at a solid 18 skulls if I counted correctly.
Oh, also he's gonna want to buy shoes. So yeah, this totally makes sense. He's gonna grab Richard the dog as well.
This is actually really good because this gets him the boomerang if he does make it nighttime, and this gets him a bow on Bomb Shoe Bowling.
Oh yeah, the bow. I forgot about that bow there. Yeah, this is actually a massive play for What the Hells. Well, as long as he doesn't just bail at bow.
Please don't bail.
It can be so tempting when like you age change the child and just like the first thing you check just has the item that you were looking for. It's like, okay, well, I'm done here.
I mean, I'm okay if he wants to skip TCG. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that.
No. Chat wants to see that though. They want to get their guesses in and do the whole thing, you know. Yeah, I think he's just gonna play Sun Song here and just finish up the rest of Night Market.
Oh, very nice. Cool.
Very good. Good play.
Okay, so that's going to be the bow and the boomerang. Now he just needs to go river. And honestly, you could put that off too. Don't need to do that right away.
All right, Chad, get your guesses in.
Uh-oh.
I'm going left, 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 right.
Okay, I can respect it. It is a left. Uh-oh.
1 sec, somebody's at our door. I'll be right back.
No worries. We got 2 lefts. We got 3 lefts. Fourth one is a 4th left. Is this an all left? It's either an all left or it's a Drew pick. It's all lefts. Congratulations, Virgil and Monchi. Choosing all lefts, you would have gotten it this time around. Wow. That is 1 in 32 if I've ever seen one. Well, he didn't do 1 in 32. Yeah, adult archery is where the mirror shield was, Nyquil. The good thing is, so What the Hells officially has the boomerang, and it looks like he's playing Serenade. What does he want to do here?
Right,
is this for skulls? Hey, no worries. Also, it was all laps. So you were close.
Dang.
Okay, so he's picking the owl.
Yeah, interesting play. I'm not exactly sure what this play is, to be honest. Like, we're doing field, but I guess like because he couldn't do like he doesn't have the long shot and couldn't get to GTG anyway, there's no reason to do this adult over child. And as child, he can like dip into domain and all that stuff.
Looks like he's going river. Oh, okay. So what he's doing is he's going to route the 2 river skulls as child. He's going to get the long shot. And those 2 skulls will allow him to also get the last 5 skulls in child CAC.
Putting on the Keaton mask for fun.
He really wants this strength 2.
Oh yeah, you're the Pokemon on stream guy, right? You do your best Pikachu impression.
Oh god. You really?
No, you don't have to. You don't have to.
No, I'm going to do it too. I'm 100% going to do it, but I just want you to know, you caused this.
Okay.
God, my Togepi's pretty good, I'm not gonna lie, but like ever since I hit puberty, the Togepi's gone downhill. Oh god. I just did this yesterday, and there's no reason why I did it either. Oh no, that was gone. No, I'm out of here. I'll see you later. Go get Jimbo, I'm out. I like voice cracked in the middle of that. That kind of felt bad.
It's okay. Discord aided a little bit, so we didn't get like the full brunt of it.
Thank God. So, yeah, so what the hell is going to be able to get the long shot, which is awesome. He's going to see the big chest, see the bow, and be like, but, I mean, you get a bow, so it's fine. As long as he keeps climbing and gets that long shot, we're good to go. MasterAleks going to be able to beat Bongo, which is cool. That's going to be our Spirit Medallion, and, hopefully, it's on Bongo. I mean, I would love to see lights on Bongo.
Yeah. Yeah, just so we know they're not just like sitting out there and you get to the end of the seed and it's strength 3 locked and I don't know. I don't know.
Oh no, he dropped the chicken.
Oh no.
Hells. He wants...
actually really not good. I didn't even think about that.
He's thinking about the skull. He's not really thinking about the item.
Uh-oh.
It's fine. I mean, he's gonna...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course. He knows what he's doing. He's a pro.
This is why... Yep. Don't listen to me.
We're not supposed to doubt this guy. He's a master of this game. So. Our bad.
Yeah, this is perfect timing. He's also going to grab his strength too, and whatever's on Dampe Digging.
Yep.
Which honestly, at this point, Dampe Digging could really only have Iron Boots, Rudo's Letter, or Light Arrows. I mean, it could also just have like something for a non-required dungeon as well, but for the items that we're looking for.
I think it could have Kokiri's sword as well, or I don't know. I don't know how the hints work, honestly. There's a reason Kokiri's sword's not hinted, and if I had to guess, like, it either gets eaten up by another path, or it gets eaten up by an always hint, right?
We haven't seen Skull Mask yet.
Yeah, and I figured, like, maybe that's why he picked up the Keaton mask, and he's doing this stuff.
AD is still on the table, Manchi. AD, all dungeons locks the Song of Storms, and it's quite a bit of checks.
Looks like Alex is going to be clearing the field here, hoping to find that Baronade hint.
No, that makes sense.
Yep, this is what I would be doing, so gotta defend it myself, you know.
Alright, there's our strength 2. And 10 skulls, what you got? That's pretty, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, having that strength 2 is gonna make adventuring into the desert regions pretty safe. We'll be doing chickens here before we go, though. Don't want to leave this check behind. This is probably like your only chance to do it, unless you're coming back for the well later.
Yeah, it's either a bomb bag or a wallet. Either way, we're not gonna want that.
Honestly, I thought it was a bullet bag, but I don't know. I only kind of glanced at it and just thought, oh, bag. It's not important.
I just can't see.
Yeah. Big
pose. Nice. I think we saw that earlier, but I wasn't sure where.
Yeah, probably. No.
So I don't mind this from hell. It's just kind of like cleaning up your child checks here. You're not really going to have to come back until you got to do Jabu and Deku. And you kind of want to knock those both out at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
This is new stuff from Alex as well. Maybe we get a Baronade hint?
Oh, that's for the boomerang.
All right.
I mean, we figured it could happen. It's just, I mean, it could pick the item that we need or the item we don't need. Pretty sad because it always picks the item you don't need, but the Hyrule Castle Fairy has the letter. So that's good.
No, you don't have a scale. Okay, he's using the owl. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, happy 1 hour. Thank you so much, everybody who's here today. Thank you to our runners. We got What the Hell's Happened on the left side here, and MasterAleks on the right. We are in round 1 of the SGL brackets. This is the last match before we hop into round 2, starting this week. So stay tuned. We got tons of matches. We've got finals coming up whenever finals come up. Just there's so much hype around this tournament, and I love it. So we also got MasterAleks on the right hand side. Thank you to our runners for allowing us to restream and watch this match. Watch the match firsthand. Next up, we have the trackers. Thank you so much to Celine and Faywitch Clay. I appreciate you guys. You are the reason why we are keeping on track. No pun intended. I don't know what we would do without you, genuinely. And lastly, thank you, Drew, for hopping in the commentary booth with me today.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure calming with you. Thank you as well. Very nice shout out. And yeah, hopefully we have a great rest of the C2.
I mean, realistically, we're looking for like one more like hard required item that could be behind AD, so we might be looking at a good seed. Maybe.
Hopefully.
All right. So this is going to be a GTG check for MasterAleks.
Yeah, it's a good start. He's already got a big chest on the top of Fortress there, so.
I mean, that could just be Kokiri Sword, because that could be locked behind Longshot. Maybe.
In this seed, yeah. Epona's kind of nowhere to be found. It could be an Ice Cavern, I guess, but it would kind of make sense, I think, if I'm understanding how this works.
Yeah. I mean, being able to knock out Jabu, and Jabu is not foolish. I know. So Jabu could have. It's 3 checks. We had the the stingers already hinted to us, so there's only 3 potential checks. I mean, if for some reason, I don't know. I just want to see K-Sword, man.
Yeah, me too. I like the K-Sword.
Well, you could hookshot this from here? Or a long shot? Oh, okay. Just learning a lot today.
Just a wallet.
Well, I mean, the cool thing is House was able to get both of the Baronade items without even getting the Baronade hint, so that always feels good.
Yeah.
So he's got a Jabu to do, and then, I mean, you're not going to get a Deku hint.
Yeah.
So,
at this point in the seed, you kind of know that like your hints aren't going to help you unless you get a Skull Mask hint. And that's just the Kukiri sword.
yeah.
But at that point, like, maybe you may as well just do it instead of looking for the hint. Like, you've already done half the trade quest. Alex finding another big chest here. Hopefully this one a little more useful than a wallet. But it's just bomb shoes. I think that's the first pack that we've seen.
It's going to be the 5-pack, too. It's just going to be disrespectful.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least the checks here in Baronade aren't going to be too bad. There's really only one, like, in this sequence, there's only one, like, optional check, and it takes, like, 2 seconds to do, so you might as well.
Yeah.
Okay, game. What is this?
Wrong sword, but
Okay.
we like it. We'll take it.
It looks like there is a big chest in GTG, 5 key locked.
Yep. Yeah, 5 key locked. Logically 7 key locked, but
Yeah.
we're not really too concerned with logic at this point. We see big chest, we go.
What is going on?
This Jabu.
Because, like, the Stingers is also a bottle, so it's also a... Alright.
Yeah,
Never mind.
That should be expected, honestly. We're gonna see a few of those checking these last few locations, I would imagine.
This is just leading up to a lighter O's on Baronade.
Okay. I can see it.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. That's fine.
Yeah. I wonder how much Alex is thinking about skulls in this moment.
Well, I mean, I was kind of surprised. I mean, House did have the higher skull count going into Shadow. Oh no, it made sense for House to go for that strength too, considering didn't have the long shot at the time, so no access to GTG.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of worked out in his favor. One thing that House is missing that may or may not be like vital right now is the mirror shield. And there's not much reason to go back to CAC as an adult yet. But I mean, that mirror shield may or may not be useful. Like as far as we could tell on paper, it's currently not useful. So
Right, yeah. But yeah, it could come up. I mean, like, when we're thinking about Light's location, it can kind of just be anywhere. And
oh my god,
checks in the bottom of the well.
GTG is just coming up dead too.
Yeah.
2 packs of bomb chews. It's been hoarding all of our explosives. Not all of them, but you get what I'm saying.
This is generally my GTG experience. You go here and just get burned for it.
My typical GTG experience is go mode long shot is just sitting on the first check, and I don't want to go GTG because everybody else is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
so
the hell's
almost
making pretty quick work of this Jabu? Just about at the end here.
yeah, this is the part where I start liking Jabu because I realize I don't have much left to do.
Yeah, you've already seen the reward. You know what you're in for. Yeah.
This is a box skip for sure.
Oh yeah. From this guy. This guy's been box skipping since you were in diapers. Doesn't mean he's good at it. I'm kidding. It happens to everybody.
Cool. We just got a Baronade left, and Alex is really hoping to pull something in these last, what, 3 checks? 2 checks? I can't count.
2, yeah, because you can. He's already peeked the like scarecrow chest from the bottom. So I think what would be reasonable here is like not to continue to spirit. I think you just drop Furores in this room and maybe just go back child and try to pick up your last few skulls or something. That's what I would like to see from him.
Yeah. He might be thinking Wasteland chest. He might be thinking Colossus Fairy. I think it's more than likely that our opponent's song is in Colossus as well. So you could leave Furores in here, go grab opponents, come back and do HBA.
Yeah, that's true. And it looks like he will be setting up to do the Wasteland, so we will be looking at a cross here. Just totally fair. Like, from his perspective, you're not... There's not a whole lot left in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, just needs to check Hyrule Castle Fairy, and at this point, Hells has caught up with those items that that MasterAleks had that he was missing. Hells also has a logical Ice Cavern and Zora's Fountain to clear, if he chooses to do so. Alright, Fountain Fairy, what is your wisdom?
Oh,
let's go!
Okay.
That's just so convenient! What is the child spawn, actually?
I actually have no idea. I don't know if we've seen it.
I think it might be Kokiri Forest. Is vanilla? Oh my gosh.
Oh, is it?
Awesome.
Okay, maybe that's probably why I thought we hadn't seen it. I just didn't think anything of it when I saw it. Very, very helpful spawn, honestly.
I mean, okay. Can Iron Boots be in Deku?
Yeah. I mean, like, the letter wasn't hinted, right? Or I guess
letter was not hinted. The Kokiri sword was not
hinted. So
yeah. I think you still check it because I mean, at least you could argue I still need light arrows. Okay, so from what Nath is saying, it just can't be Din's locked. Well, we do get a big chest. Alright, not a wizard. I'm watching you. Please don't let the light arrows be in bottom of the well. I don't want our runners to get all the way to the end of the game and think, man, we were able to skip all dungeons. We didn't have to do forest, fire, and spirit. That's awesome. Just for there to be light arrows are in bottom of the well. Please. I think that's worse than it's in my castle and you have no idea where strength 3 is.
yeah. Because, I mean, like, at the end of the day, it could just be, like, Hammer and Light Trial or something. We'll have to see. We're definitely getting there towards the end of the game. Just missing our Water Temple access.
Alright, Deku and Jabu showing up today with the big chests.
Oh, the Rudo's letters hinted.
There's no way that it's both Zora scale and gold scale, right?
That would be pretty wild.
Okay, alright.
Yeah, there's
you
no
get
way.
you get the pass, Gabe.
Looks like our song is just gonna be Bolero, which we'd have to imagine it's not super important, but definitely could come up if we have to go to fire for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Another big chest in the basement, and it is the iron boots, so that does put what the hell's into glow mode.
Well, that's nice. Still, oh.
Oh, cheating a little bit. I mean, not like on purpose. Like he just has to sit there, which he did. It's fine. Like he only saved like what, like half a second. It's totally fine.
Yeah,
I shouldn't have used the word cheat. It's just like a little whoopsie happened.
Yeah, totally accidental there. And yeah, he even climbed back up and jumped. So
Yeah.
Alright, so we just got Water Temple. Water Temple itself is also not foolish, but we're not going to be doing extra checks in water unless Ganon hints that Water Temple has our light arrows, which we're not going to get until after we beat Water. So Hells is going to be able to tell us very soon whether or not it's all dungeons or if we could just go find our light arrows. Which also kind of puts Hells in a good place because he has the silvers, the silver gauntlets.
Oh, I thought that was it.
Hey, there's still a chance it could be on Morpha. I just want it to be on a boss.
Yeah, a required boss.
Oh yeah. Please don't be on Twin Rova.
Like, don't just be like the nicest scene ever for like the whole thing, and then just right at the end be like, "Oh, sorry."
I mean, now I know we were kind of groaning at that Serenade earlier into the seed. That's because we were looking for Nocturne and ZL. Bear with us. But now we got that Serenade feeling kind of nice.
Yeah, but we're gonna play Nocturne instead.
Wait, what?
You know.
Oh, he's gonna finish. Oh, yeah, he's gonna finish Shadow.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta do that. I guess. You want to free up this Furores for water, definitely, so it's a good call doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot he hadn't finished this. Alex gonna be grabbing some skulls on his way up the river, still thinking about that those silver gauntlets.
Which we still don't really have an answer to yet. I mean, I guess the light arrows will be able to tell us, but... Alright, so water always has this potential to... I mean, we could do every check, but realistically, a couple of checks get pushed to the very end of water. Where do you want to see this? Not as a runner. I know where you want to see the boss key as a runner in water. But where do you want to see this boss key?
I don't know. Further than light arrows if they're there.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Oh, Alex missing the jump there. Gonna have to swim down the river a little bit. Get himself back up. A little bit of a time loss, but honestly, unless that mirror shield is required, he's looking a little cooked at this point.
Yeah, I guess if it is on Twin Rova, that would be best case scenario for MasterAleks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and he didn't grab the Sun Song, so he does miss the skull there. But if he's thinking about skulls, Jabu's pretty good for skulls.
Yeah, I think he only has like a few missing at this point, so should be able to clean up the rest here, hopefully. And since he is thinking about skulls, I would imagine he paths towards that fountain, fairy fountain. So.
Oh yeah. Now in his position, you definitely do it.
Mm-hmm. There's no point leaving one check behind when you can just go over there, and it takes like, I don't know, 40 seconds, which is like kind of long. Like longer than you want to spend on a check maybe, but there aren't really too many quick checks left at this point.
Yep, so Hells is leaving for his win in the room just before the boss room. This is probably the most efficient way to do water if you've got magic and for his win. It's just, no matter where you grab that boss key, you're able to just quickly warp back over to the boss, and it just feels really nice.
Yep. Yeah, you should pretty much like always do this in Water Temple when you have the means to do so.
Unless you've got like Fur's Wind in spirit and like it's super hard to get back there and spirit's required.
Yeah. So it looks like Alex will actually be grabbing this case sword before going into Jabu, which is good.
Yeah, it's gonna feel nice. Okay, dude. All right, dude. Whatever. Whatever.
Nice little map chest boss key. Love to see it.
It really is just a seed that you really do want to see. Like, it's just a nice seed. Where the frick are the lights?
It's lulling us into like a false sense of security here. I think. Like, oh, look how nice that is. Everything's going so great. Boom, Twin Robo.
Please, no.
At least we'll have Requiem, if that's the case. Yeah, what the hell's gonna finish up with his last required dungeon to reach Ganon?
I mean, dude, look at the time. 122 final medallion. Or final dungeon reward going to go get the light hint.
Yeah, don't say it though.
I'm still not saying it. But you gotta start thinking at this point.
Maybe. It could be.
Oh, please, game.
It's gonna be tower climb, don't worry.
No, this is going to be the one seed where it's Ganon BK chest or their validation chest.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be light arrows. I swear, if we see bottom of the well, I'm gonna start punching the air.
Oh man, I just have this really bad gut feeling. Alex gonna get excited over all these big chests, but
I mean, that one's kind of excitable. You get the big Goron sword. At least you're not go-moding Jabu and you're like, nah, I'm not grabbing that chest.
Yeah, it's really nice for Morpha. Really nice for this tower climb at the end of the game as well. Let's see what the hell is going to make very quick work of every monster in here. Especially these bozos.
Dude, I'm like shaking with anticipation right now.
Oh, okay, it's not in the tower climb. It's totally fine. Because it's going to be in a different, very easy spot.
Okay. We just got the Knuckles left. He's got the Thor's Wind out. He's ready for this hint.
I'm ready for this hint. But I'm also not ready at all.
Like, dude, if it... Alright. If Ganon says bottom of the well, okay?
Yeah.
Hell still needs the Mirror Shield.
I know.
And we have no idea where that hammer is.
I know.
None of our hints are hinting towards all dungeons because they can't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if it says bottom of the well, it's really, really unfortunate. But, like, chances aren't exactly low. Like, Spirit's probably... Like, Spirit has a lot more checks. Or, not a lot more, but... Yeah, a lot more.
I mean...
Like, bottom of the well has, like, a pretty nice amount of checks in there. Okay, Death Mountain Trail, we need storms!
Wait, hold on. We didn't check Trail Fairy.
Oh, yeah, that's true, okay.
Okay, so that's one thing I was going to mention, but we're kind of running out of time there. If it said Death Mountain Trail, it's 50-50. We are 50-50 for AD.
Okay. And he doesn't have Bolero like Alex does. He hasn't crossed or anything like that, so it's going to be a little bit of a walk, but we will get our answer eventually.
Oh my god, I can't... No.
Dude, I'm really feeling it. Especially, like, if it's a Mirror Shield requirement, like, you have no reason to do this check right now. You're just gonna be walking right past it. And, like, if we get to the end of the scene and he's still missing Mirror Shield and it's required, like, it's just such a bad feeling, because, like, you walk past the chest, but there's no way you do this check, like, in this situation.
I just love how that was the one answer. I mean, I guess there's two things that Ganon could have hinted that it's like, okay, we still don't know if it's AD or not.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Alex finishing up there towards the end of Jabu.
Yeah,
Still needs
Alex
to do detective after.
Not a box skipper, so not gonna see that on his side. Just playing it cool with some boxes. It's not that much slower to use the box, and it's much safer. We are almost there to the top of Death Mountain Trail to see if we're lucky enough to win the 50-50, get our light arrows.
Come on. Well, that was a nice double hit. Alright, this is it.
Alex is on 17 skulls, so if it's required, he's getting there. Oh boy.
We're gonna know in like 5-10 seconds. Holy crap.
I'm terrified, dude.
Dude, what if it's Hammer right here?
Okay. We can breathe. We can breathe.
Oh, that is going to be GG's. That is going to be what the hell's. Moving on over to the next round, officially top 16, unless somehow Ganon has other plans.
Yeah, I don't think he has strong enough plans to stop this happening.
There we go. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Nat. This is a jet.
Yes. Yeah, we can say it now. This was definitely a jet. You just needed to find your letter on Hyrule Castle Fairy, and those hints were hidden pretty well. One in Colossus, and we have no idea where the other copy is. But we will be able to look at that. I mean, we already could. May as well just save it for the end. Yeah, that hint could have been a pretty big deal.
Yeah, it could have been anywhere else except for crossing.
Yeah.
But no. I mean, both our runners went out of their ways to get extra hints, too.
Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to figure out why the cave sword wasn't hinted. And I think it's because the bomb bag was picked for Deku, but then can't be hinted for Deku, it has to be hinted for DC. And then when it tried to pick a DC hint, there was only the one item, so it went to Shadow instead.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think that's how it works.
Because it couldn't be... It couldn't have picked Ruto's letter.
Yeah. Well, it could have, because I believe the path hints get chosen before this sometimes. Like, I think it's, like, always path sometimes.
Oh, that's weird. I knew it was always before path. This is one of those cool quirks if you actually know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. Normally you see the hammer here, but what the hell's happened to the Bigoron sword? You don't see this very often.
Oh, did he just slash by accident? No, we're good. He wouldn't slash, he's the goat. Just thought I saw a little spark there. I don't know. Seeing things, I guess.
Alright, that's a lock in a final time for what the hell's gonna be the first one. Well, technically the last one going into the top 16, and top 16 will be starting this week.
Yeah, I'm not sure when the first match is scheduled at this point. I'd imagine many people have scheduled their round 2 matches. Yeah, GG's. What the hell's moving on to the next round.
Yep, with a 132.46.
Yeah, and that's definitely a jet seed for these guys.
That it was a 50-50 shot if this seed was going to be a 130 finish or a 230 finish.
I'd imagine we're going to get him in for an interview here. I'd imagine Alex will join as well. Yeah, that was a fun little seed. Really expected it to turn around at some point, but it just never did. Just kept on trucking.
Let's see. Yep, there's the iron boots for MasterAleks. So gonna be able to go right to Morpha, and it does look like Alex is gonna finish the seed out.
Cool. I respect it. You never really know. Like, I wouldn't expect, like, what the hell's to make a mistake and do something, like, I don't know, that would disqualify him, but, like,
Yeah.
you have the 15-minute delay. You're in glow mode. You may as well just see what the rest of the answers of the seed were and just play it out.
All right, and at least this water temple is going to be nice and quick. The thing that's actually going to take us the longest is going and getting the light arrow hint and getting the light arrows.
Yeah. At least he's got a nice, quick water boss key. Only gonna be a second here, it looks like. For these runners to join us. We'll have a little chat.
Yeah, it looks like both of them will be joining us for an interview. Yo, GG's.
GG's.
Thanks. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, nice. Whew, yeah.
So, were you as scared as we were about that that trail hint?
I mean, I guess I wanted the storms to be required. I was, after getting those 20 skulls, I just wanted some use for them. I was not playing it as a jet, so I was not expecting all the items to all just show up all of a sudden. So yeah, when I saw them there, I was like, well, okay, let's see. And
Yeah, we were talking about how like all dungeons actually could have been pretty rough for you. Alex did have the mirror shield, so he was
where
kind
was
of
it?
in a better position for that. It was on CAC Archery.
Ah, okay. Yeah, it was weird because like after doing Shadow without the bow, then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna full clear Child. But then I get Rudel's Letter as the very last thing, and that made me go up the river twice. So like I was not feeling good after finding all the items in a row for sure.
Welcome
Yo,
in, Alex.
GG's.
Yo, GG's
Thanks,
Alex.
GG's. That was a quick seed.
Yeah.
So, how worried were you when you saw the light arrow hint?
We did.
That's funny. That was the exact same question.
It's like, I mean, I saw you finish, so I knew where it was, but I was like, well, seeing that, you must like, okay, it's either behind 3 dungeons I haven't touched, or it's free.
Yeah, that's what I told them, that I was hoping it would be all dungeons required because I got the strength of the 20 skulls and I had not been playing it as a jet, so I was super worried and I was just like, okay, I mean, hoping I can give a use to this strength.
You also collected them. Yeah, I was at 18 at the end, but I didn't bother collecting the last 2 when I was in.
Okay.
So when did you get the hint for Root to Slayer?
Funny.
Yeah. I did not get a hint.
Oh. Okay, that explains. That was what I thought. When did you... Okay, second question. When did you get it?
It was my last, so I did Shadow without a bow, and then I set up W at the end.
Oh.
Then I went back Child and basically like did all the Child checks I could. And then I did Hyrule Castle Fairy like right before going back Adult. So then I went and did Jabu, got Kokiri Sword, and then Iron Boots.
Okay, I see. Yeah, I had a little different route this seed. I could tell you that.
Yeah, the main difference was, Alex, because you did early river, like you had long shot in the bow and everything, so like GTG was totally an option. So yeah, like I can understand from your perspective going all the way over to GTG. Like there's a ton of checks over there, you're missing 3 items. Like it totally makes sense. From what the hell's point of view, like same thing, it totally made sense. Like you're just gonna go child cleanup. You have a ton of checks in child. You can go up the river, do field, all the market stuff.
Yeah, I wanted those 2 skulls and I was missing like a bunch of hints. So I was thinking, okay, I'll get these 2 skulls in river, hopefully get some good hints, and then go get my 20 skulls in CAC.
Yeah.
But then I couldn't decide if I would do Hyrule Castle Fairy or Lens Game first, because I always forget about Lens Game in these settings because we start with Lens. So I delayed Hyrule Castle Fairy, and then that was dumb to go up and then have to go back up after. But yeah.
Yeah, there was no bone on this seed, so I mean, then it's no way for you to get out to GTG, I guess, or Colossus area.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was gonna do. Like my plan was, okay, after I got the long shot, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go beat Shadow, and I'm gonna have my strength 2, and then I'm just crossing and doing GTG and Spirit. But then that Rudo's letter just popped up, so.
Yeah, I see. I was hard collecting hints, not for a random sometimes hint, but for the last path hint, and I got it in the field, and it was like, did you get that one? Path to Baronade in market?
No, I didn't get that one.
No,
I only had 4 path hints.
Yeah, I got that one as my last one. I was like, yeah, well, whatever. I'm not gonna collect more hints then, except the one in Colossus, and that one we probably heard at a double hint for OGC and Hyrule Castle Fairy.
Oh, it was Colossus. Okay, I see.
Yeah, there was one in Colossus. The other one was beside Deku, which like those 2 spots are really bad in this season.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah.
So I figured the early game was a little different. Watching this though.
Just a little different because like you went river and you got the bow and the hook, but then like you guys were both just child anyway, and like, not really much differed. And then like what the hell's had obviously the bomb bag from Lost Woods and the hint that DC was Pathomorpha. So like once you go to DC and you get that other hook, things just kind of equalize because like you're never really gonna use the long shot for much anyway.
Yeah.
Unless like until you're down to the point where like you're thinking about GTG. So like the early game, you guys were mostly like pretty much the same, except Alex had a hook shot and a bow.
Okay.
I guess you never got hammer either.
Oh shit, no, where was that?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
I can
behind Bombag, so probably my guess was Forest Temple, but could also be Ganon's, I guess.
It's actually in the Water Temple River chest.
Oh really?
Ew.
Well, that would have been very bad if that was required.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that would have
been-
been a painful AD.
That wouldn't, yeah. But you had meter shield, I guess.
No, I didn't. But they had told me it was what, Cac archery.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah, of course, since you didn't have the bow early. That makes sense.
Yeah, I was gonna do it after Shadow, but then in the end I had all the items. So
Yeah, yeah. I guess you didn't touch forest.
I did the courtyard, like to get some
Yeah.
skulls and stuff.
Same as me. Well, the courtyard. Ah, okay. They only did the lobby.
What was it, blue fire arrows in there then?
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, with a seed this straightforward, it's really hard to find things to talk about. What the hell's moving forward in the bracket to the top 16 or the round of 16, playing against Cola? How do you feel about that?
We played so much over the years in like all the tournaments, basically. But I think he's had my number recently in mixed pools. And maybe he beat me twice in the last 2 mixed pools races we did in tournament. So yeah, I need to get my revenge now. But yeah, should be good. Wait, who did he play in round 1 again?
It was
Delegation.
Ilagachua, yeah.
Oh yeah, Eli. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I guess we're gonna try and play in a few days, hopefully.
Yeah, for anybody keeping up with the tournament, round 2, the scheduling window is open until Saturday. So between now and Saturday, there's going to be 8 round 2 matches. Very, very exciting. SGL, I mean, it moves fast, so there's always matches to watch, and it's always a good time.
Yeah, that's the cool part about it, that it's like a quick pace. So it feels you got to be on your toes all the time.
Also,
Yeah.
as a final note, could we please not have shoes in big chess? Be very good. Yes.
Yeah, it was funny when like you're getting
Oh,
down to
God.
the end of the seed, and like you're only missing those like last
One
few
item,
items, but you haven't found any cheap packs yet.
And then they're all at the same time.
Yeah.
I think I had 3 or 4 in quick succession there. In G2G and Jabu, I think. Something like that.
Oh yeah, there was some in Jabu, yeah. Wait, I was trying to think, like, sometimes these hints, it's so confusing. But, like, are you not guaranteed a hint for every boss? Or no, you're not? Okay.
No.
Okay, so there's a good chance you'll have one, but it's not guaranteed. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing in this seed that the hints could tell you, as far as I could see, is that nothing was behind Shadow for
Yeah.
Water or Jabu. And, well, at least not hard required.
Yeah, okay.
Could be a strength too. So, but yeah.
Because I was thinking, it was funny. I was thinking, okay, I think Iron Boots have to be in Deku, maybe if I'm right. And then they were there, so I was like, okay, maybe I'm right. And then no, it's just a coincidence.
I don't think you could tell that, yeah.
Because I was thinking, okay, if it's like there's a Baronade or a Goma hint, but since I found the 2 Jabu items, like I think they could be hinted, and I was like, well, if Kakiri Sword's on the way to whatever's in water, then the Kakiri Sword gets taken by that, but I guess I was wrong. But then I found the Iron Boots and I was like, oh, okay, I was right. That's stupid.
Right for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah. And I was actually mad because I thought, like, shit, I got the skulls. I don't know if I might be in trouble. So it was like, fucking Iron Boots right here.
Oh no, you're fine. I also collect the skulls. There's no way I'm not doing that this seed.
It really felt like it was going to be a long one. Like, no starting
The Storms one was
reward.
very...
Yeah, and then Storms and 20 skulls. I was like, yeah, we're going to be here a while. And then, nope.
Yeah, I was ready for an AD seed for Storms or something.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm not collecting skulls in that situation.
Yeah, I think honestly that probably just about wraps things up here. Alex is just about to finish on the restream, so
Rip.
yeah. GG's to both of you. It was a fun one. It's a fun one to sit in on.
Yeah. Yeah, GG's, dude. Good luck in the next round.
Yeah, GG's Alex. Thanks for commentating, guys.
Yeah, thanks for
course.
commentating and restream.
Thank you for hopping in last minute, Drew. That was freaking clutch. I appreciate it.
It's beyond last minute. But yeah.
Well,
Yeah, it
with
was a good
that,
time.
much appreciation to the runners for allowing us to restream today. Alex, what the hell's GG's insane match, and it was really fun to watch. You had us biting our nails towards the end. I mean, the seed was just either really good or not. So I appreciate it. Thank you guys. Thank you so much to our trackers. We had Clay and Virgil Dante. Thank you so much for tracking for us today, keeping us in line with what we need to do, making sure we know exactly what we have. And thank you, Drew, for hopping in the commentary booth with me today. Much appreciated, and it made things go by so much smoother.
Yeah, and thank you as well. I had a really good time. It's always a pleasure jumping into comms with you. And of course, thank you to Speedgaming and Phoenix for restreaming this race. Yeah, I think that just about covers everybody.
Absolutely. Well, with that, we're going to hop on out of here. I hope to see you guys in the next one. We got round 2 starting this week, so stay tuned. We will be back shortly. See ya.